Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Janine, and I design cross-stitch patterns as the Blue Flower. Today is Saturday, the 20th of November, so it's a gorgeous fall day here in Nevada, and I hope it's a beautiful day for you as well. I'm looking forward to a weekend of accomplishing things. I remember when I was a kid, you used to get bored. I can't remember the last time I was bored. There's always so much that needs to be done, so yeah, I've got a lot of things on the list for this weekend, but some of them are stitching, and so that's always awesome. All right, jumping right into the Flosstube. I don't have any stitching in action this week, so I'm going to go ahead and skip on to what I'm stitching. And feel free, as always, to send photographs of your blue flower designs that you've stitched so that other people can look at them and see what you did and be inspired by you. All right, what I'm stitching, not a lot, because I've been working on models and designs, but I did get some work done on grounding force from Heartstring Samplery. It's a little tough to see this linen because it's a tricky color, but doing my best here. And I'm actually making really good progress. This whole side is done, and you can tell it's just some lettering in here, a little more butterfly action, and this border up the side, and that will be it. So very fun stitch. I'm really enjoying it. And on these times when you get a little antsy and feel like you're pulled in so many different directions, especially around the holidays, it is awfully nice to sit down and stitch. Stitching just helps with everything, doesn't it? Tough days, emotional days, stressed out days, even, yeah, ordinary days. It's always better if you stitch. All right, now moving on to Stash Spotlight. I don't often share things that people have sent me because, I don't know, it feels kind of personal, but I am going to make an exception this time and share because I think it's something people would be interested in, and also because I've wanted to share this beautiful card. So Desiree very thoughtfully sent me a gift, but with it came this beautiful card, and I was stunned. This is actually a Mirabilia design card that you can buy, and it's the artwork from one of their cross-stitch charts, but how beautiful is that? So thank you, Desiree, for sending such a great card. And then the reason that she'd sent it is because, a few Flosstubes ago, I had asked people about their favorite threads when I was talking about using some of the specialty ones. And so she sent me something I hadn't tried before, and perhaps some of you hadn't as well, although I know a lot of people have used them. These are silks from Misc in Spain, and aren't those beautiful? I think especially this one here is just very fall feeling to me, but I love those teals and greens that are mixed in. So beautiful selection of fall colors. My first time using Misc silks, and thank you very much, Desiree, for sending those through. All right, next up we have the world around, and this week it is, I feel like there should be a drum roll or possibly a warning for people who have issues with particular kinds of animals, because this week it is deer mice. They have been on my mind because we actually had a little colony of deer mice make a home in our yard, and so when we did the yard cleanup this year, we had to clean a little harder than we normally would. Normally I like to leave some leaves and areas for other animals to nest over winter, and we didn't do that this year because we were trying to be inhospitable and unappealing to the mice, because we do have birds that we feed in the yard. This was a pretty grand spot for a while, so we managed to get it all cleared out, and they moved on, hopefully over a block into the open space where they can live as a natural part of the ecosystem. But for a while I got to see our little colony every morning, and boy, they are the most adorable little disease vectors you could possibly imagine. If it weren't for the fact that they aren't ideal to have around your home because they carry plague and hantavirus and also serve as vectors for Lyme disease, I would really enjoy having them around because they're so cute and fast, and they live in these clumps, or I don't know, groups, colonies. I don't know too much about them because everything I learn about deer mice is mostly focused on how to get them out of your yard and house. But they are interesting. They cooperate in groups, which, is something we can always learn from. And certainly as the holidays approach, I think it's always nice to think of our communities. So we had a little community of deer mice that we didn't so much evict as hopefully entice to be somewhere better than our yard. So anyway, that was our excitement. Rye has loved the fact that we cleaned the yard a little harder, cut some of the branches up off the ground, things like that. So she has a better running track and she is taking full advantage of that. So at least she's very happy. I miss seeing the little mice, but I hope they're enjoying life in the green belt right over there. Okay, questions. Last week I had asked something from history that really moves you, and so many shared lovely things from your own personal history or just from history in general. Thank you for that. My question then for you this week is about food. And I would like to know, as we approach the holiday season, there are a lot of holidays happening over the next couple months, depending on which ones you celebrate. There's just a lot going on, and holidays tend to mean particular foods. So I was curious, what is your oldest favorite recipe? For us, it's a no-brainer. We don't have a lot of traditional holiday food in our house. We tend to make whatever sounds good to us in any given year. But the one constant for, I think as long as I've been married, has been cranberry jalapeno salsa. So I will actually put the recipe in the show notes. It's very simple. It's just cranberries and a little bit of jalapeno, sugar, salt, lime. That's it. But we have had it, I believe, every single year with a whole range of food. We've had it with turkey once, we've had it with schnitzel, we've had it with chicken and 40 garlics, we've had it with, yeah, just about everything. So I'll put that in the notes, but I'd like to hear from you. What's the oldest recipe you have that you really love, that you make, that you've been making since whenever? So let me know. I'd like to hear about it. All right, best thing this week. Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher just released their winter issue, and I have the last of the Seasons of the Heart designs in there. So I can now show the full series, which starts with spring. Just a little quick recap. There's spring with the little heart and the rabbits and the spring flowers. Next we've got summer. Again, they all have that basic heart design in the middle. They're all exactly the same size. So we've got these. I would still love to have somebody do all four sides of a big square block to show all these. Then we had the autumn one with the owl, apples, hedgehogs, all that good stuff. And finally, dun, 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 winter. Let's see, get on the right side there. All right, we've got a fox, a quail. I was thinking about snowdrops and forsythia blooming, little red Christmas flowers. Anyway, so there you go. That's the whole series, Seasons of the Heart, in the winter issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, and you can get that online or from your local shop. All right, giveaway. Last week, I've got a theme here of beautiful autumn colored silks. It was this Gloriana topiary silk. You had to use the word shrub, so we got some excellent shrub comments, as always. And the winner is Pauline. I don't know if it's Rowberry or Rowberry. Anyway, Pauline got a birthday gift of shrubs to be planted in wine barrels, so thank you. I hope they're doing very well, and I hope you enjoy this beautiful silk. Now, this week, it's a big giveaway. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. I have another one of the kits the magnificent Stephanie at Lindy Stitches puts together. First, it's to go with her Autumn Strolls chart, and I am going to take this out. It's a little hard to see. Normally I would have done that before, but I'm a little topsy-turvy this morning. Had to put on a bunch of wigs before I found one I liked, and the dogs were barking. It's just one of those days, you know? All right. Autumn Strolls Make Thankful Souls from Lindy Stitches. Obviously very seasonal and a parade of beautiful birds. With the chart, you get a lovely pack of the overdyed thread colors. So pretty. I love this palette. I love anything with blue and gold, and yeah. A nice trim option. I've never used this sort of special rickrack. I'm curious how that would look. You get a nice sticker plate from Steph and a little freebie chart. Totally adorable. I love that one. You get nice seasonal caramel apple sucker and a great fabric bag, project bag here with the awesome acorn fabric from the 805 Stitcher. a little acorn pull on the thing. So this is quite the pack. Because it's the holidays, we gotta be a little extra. And this is my little extra. So use the word walk in your comments, fitting in with the stroll theme. I don't know about you, but I love to walk and see, especially as the seasons are changing. It helps me calm down almost as much as stitching does. So yeah, I want to hear what you have to say about a walk. Put that in the comments, and then next Flosstube, which will be after Thanksgiving here, I will draw the winner and you will get to enjoy that. All right, announcements. Not a ton of announcements. We have a slightly longer than usual puppy video this week. Rye has been taking full advantage of her extra wide track in the yard, and you'll see she loves to play the Can't Catch Me game, which is fair because none of us can actually catch her, but she likes to pretend that we could. She does have a play date tomorrow with greyhounds, so we'll see how much she likes playing with dogs who can actually totally catch her. That's it for me. It's a quick one today, but I'll get this all up online. Thank you so much for sharing 15 minutes of your Saturday with me. I hope you have a wonderful holiday next week if you are celebrating harvest and family. And I will look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.